Hey everybody, Josh Dorris here, and I'm just here to tell you it's a different world than whenever I was growing up as a kid. I mean, right now we got all these parents that are like, oh, don't eat Tide Pods, don't eat the soap, don't eat it. Listen, when I was growing up, we didn't have the Tide Pod Challenge. We had a little thing called the Irish Spring Dare, and that's where your mama would dare you to say a bad word, and if you did, she would get you in a headlock and get a bar of Irish Spring and stuff it in your mouth and say, suck on it. And you sit there just crying, you know, and the soap's getting all in your mouth and everything else. And I mean, I don't know how much of that you swallow. You might be absolutely just farting bubbles for weeks. Nobody called the cops. Nobody came and arrested your parents. No, that wasn't child abuse. That was just you learning a lesson. You know, like I remember going to church and sitting in the pew in front of my mom and dad. Yes, we used to go to church is what families did. And we went there and I'd be talking a little bit. And I'd be talking and all of a sudden, just like Jackie Chan in an invisibility cloak out of nowhere, my mama would wham! I mean, knock your block off, slap the ugly off of you. And you might not even remember what happened the rest of the service. And like when you come to and you finally only start seeing one of things, you wake up and you're at the altar and you don't even know how you got there. Crazy. Listen, my mom was mean, right? Mean, not abusive, just mean. It's like she'd have a broom sitting beside her chair. And let me tell you, you get out of line, she might not make a big deal out of it. Not a big deal. But about 3 hours later, when you weren't expecting it and you're just walking through, she'd be like, hey, Josh, come over here, baby. And I walk over. What do you need, Mom? Wham! I mean, knock your block off, put you on the floor. Don't you ever sass your mama. You know what I mean? And you learned. You learned. It was like a life experience. Look, I turned out okay. Kind of. Life experience is what it was. It's great. It was great. Concussions are part of life. It's what it is. You know what I mean? Look, right now, you get a broom after your kids right now. Family services will be all over you, like Rosie O'Donnell all over an all-you-can-eat buffet. They'll be on you. Getting used to be like that. Life was simple. I wouldn't want to go back. Good time. Hey, would you just come over and get this cup for me? Please, Whammo! Bam, there it is!